Hello again, everyone. Today's video is about calculating the volume of a cone. So the other day we talked about finding the volume of a pyramid, and we made the connection there that a volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the volume of a prism with the same base. So a cone is going to be similar then to a cylinder. Both a cone and a cylinder have a circle for a base. So that's why our formula for volume of a cone is going to be 1/3 pi r squared times h, the height of the prism. That formula is reviewed for you at the top right of the page here. And let's write out in our box, like we've done with the other formulas, exactly what that formula represents. So 1/3, we get to use 3.14 for pi. We're going to multiply by our radius squared, and then times the height of the prism. So remember that our height is always up and down. It's always perpendicular. So sometimes we just have to be careful with the problems. We may not get that perpendicular height. So we've seen examples before. We're going to do similar stuff here where we just really need to solve for it. So let's go ahead and look through our first example. If I start writing out my formula, I have 1/3. I can use 3.14 for pi. My radius here is 5. So I have to square that. And then multiply it by our height. Our height here is perpendicular, so let's go ahead and put 12 in there for height. And let's go ahead and enter this straight into the calculator. Remember, 5 squared, the exponent needs to be done first. So that's 25. And on my calculator, I'm going to multiply 25 times 12 times 3.14, and then divide that answer by 3. So let's plug that in. So 3.14, 25, 12, and then I want 1/3 of that. So that's going to come out to be 314 centimeters cubed. Like always, when we're talking about volume, that's going to be measured in cubic units. So we need to make sure that we have the appropriate unit in our answer. Let's go down next to our second example. Now, this is an example like I spoke about before where we're not given all of the crucial information. For example, here, we do not have the height of our cylinder, our cone. So we are going to have to go ahead and solve for that first. So we were doing this the other day. We need to solve for our height. So we're going to do Pythagorean theorem. So h squared plus 3 squared equals 7 squared. We can go ahead and solve for h. So h is going to be approximately, if we're looking at the square root of 40, it's about 6.3. So then now when I am going to calculate the volume, I need to do 1/3 pi, our radius here is 3, and then multiply that by that 6.3 that we just figured out. So again, entering that straight into the calculator. So 3.14 for pi, multiply that by 9, because that's what 3 squared is. Multiply that by 6.3, and then find 1/3 of that answer. So we get that our volume is approximately 59.35 meters cubed. Right, and our last example here, we are given all the crucial information that we need. So if you'd like to pause the video now, this would be a good chance for you to be able to try a problem on yourself. And then you can go ahead and hit play when you're ready to check that answer. All right, so we're calculating the volume. Volume is 1/3 pi. Our radius is 6. We're going to square it and multiply by 14. So here, 6 squared is equal to 36. So I'll do 36 times 14. Multiply that by 3.14. and then divide that answer by 3. So here our volume of this cone, hopefully you guys agree with me, 527.52 centimeters cubed. All right, so that concludes our notes for today for volume of cones. Hopefully that makes sense, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching.